Liverpool just pulled off the biggest transfer heist of the summer. A £140 million striker, a defensive anchor in waiting, and a young star walking away from Anfield in frustration. This isn't just a transfer window, this is a strategic war, and it's playing out in real time, with Arne Slot reshaping Liverpool's DNA behind closed doors. But with every blockbuster signing comes a crack in the foundation. And the question now isn't just who's joining, but who's being left behind. It started as a whisper. Then it turned into a storm. Alexander Isak, Newcastle United's prized striker, became Liverpool's #1 target. But they didn't come in with a formal offer right away. Instead, Liverpool played the long game. Strategic leaks, rumors, whispers in the media, all designed to unsettle Newcastle. It worked. Isak, who netted 21 goals last season, made it crystal clear he only wanted Liverpool. He ignored interest from Chelsea, from top clubs in Europe, and even Saudi clubs throwing bags of cash. None of it mattered. He wanted to wear red, and Liverpool knew it. They didn't force the move. They let the pressure build. Eddie Howe admitted it himself. It was out of his hands. The board was crumbling. And as the days passed, Newcastle began to blink. Eddie Howe couldn't stop the inevitable. Isak wanted out. And with Liverpool hovering and whispers of a replacement in Benjamin Sesko getting louder, Newcastle's position grew weaker. At first, they were adamant. Isak wasn't going anywhere. But when a player makes it known that he's done listening to other offers, when the dressing room starts to hear footsteps, and when £140 million is on the table, something has to give. Newcastle's board finally gave the green light. The deal is virtually done. Lawyers are finalizing paperwork. Isak's medical is scheduled, and if all goes to plan, he'll be unveiled before Liverpool's final preseason match. So how did Liverpool pull this off without breaking the Premier League's spending rules? That's where it gets clever. While clubs like Everton and Nottingham Forest are being punished for overspending, Liverpool found the loophole. It's all about PSR, profit and sustainability rules. Clubs are allowed to operate within specific losses based on revenue. And Liverpool's revenue last year? £614 million. More than double Newcastle's. Add the expected £75 million from Luis Diaz's transfer to Bayern Munich, and suddenly Liverpool's net spend drops even lower than Newcastle's since the 2021-22 season. It's not magic, it's smart business. Sell high, spend smart, and reinvest strategically. It's the model that built Klopp's legacy. And it's what Arne Slot is using to launch his own. But not everyone is celebrating. Behind the scenes, 21-year-old Harvey Elliott has had enough. Once seen as the future of Liverpool's midfield, Elliott has officially requested to leave. His frustration? Simple. He's not playing. Last season, he started just 2 Premier League games, fewer than 900 minutes in the league. And now, with Isak coming in and more midfield reshuffles on the way, Elliott sees no path to consistent football. He's admired inside the dressing room. Coaches love his work rate and technique, but admiration doesn't get you minutes. Crystal Palace, West Ham, Brighton, even Atletico Madrid are circling. Liverpool values him at £40 million with a buyback clause, or £50 million without. Elliott isn't bitter, but he's done waiting. He wants to play. He wants to grow. And if that means leaving Anfield, so be it. While Elliott is planning his exit, Liverpool is planning another raid, this time for Crystal Palace's defensive rock, Marc Guéhi. The England international has quietly become one of the most sought-after center-backs in the Premier League, and now he wants Liverpool. Guehi has rejected a new contract from Palace and informed the club he's ready for the next step. Arne Slot sees him as a perfect fit, calm under pressure, dominant in the air, and suited for a high-possession, high-line system. Liverpool hasn't submitted a formal bid yet, but talks are already in an advanced stage. Palace, reluctantly, are preparing for life without their captain. They've already identified a replacement, Sporting CP's Ousmane Diomande. Guehi is reportedly very keen on the move, and sources suggest he sees Anfield as the ideal platform to become a Champions League mainstay and a regular starter for England. This isn't just about players, this is about identity. Joel Matip is already gone. Van Dijk is approaching the end of his peak years, and Arne Slot isn't trying to tweak the system, he's tearing it down and rebuilding it from the ground up. Frimpong, Milos Kerkez, Hugo Ekitike, now Alexander Isak and Marc Guéhi. A new generation is arriving at Anfield. Fast, hungry, technically sharp. The Klopp era was about heavy metal football. The Slot era? It's about intelligence, fluidity, and calculated aggression. And Liverpool isn't just investing in talent, they're investing in long-term dominance. Liverpool fans should be excited. A new spine is forming. The club is flexing financially, strategically, and emotionally. But behind every celebration is a sacrifice. Harvey Elliott's exit is a reminder. Not everyone fits the future. Some dreams are sidelined so new ones can be built. This isn't just a squad reshuffle, it's the start of something bigger. But the real question now, the one echoing from the pubs of Merseyside to boardrooms across Europe, is simple. Will it actually work? Will Alexander Isak, the £140 million man, carry the weight of expectation and deliver when it matters most? He's got the footwork, the vision, the goals. But this is Anfield. This is pressure on a scale few can imagine. Can he handle it when the title's on the line and the cop is roaring for salvation? And what about Marc Guéhi? Can he truly step into the shadow of Virgil van Dijk, the towering legend who once defined Liverpool's defense? Guehi has the skill set, the leadership, the hunger, but stepping into Van Dijk's role isn't just about ability, it's about presence, about commanding a backline like a general in the trenches. Can he live up to the legacy? Then there's Arne Slot, the man tasked with rewriting the club's blueprint. His ideas are bold, his approach clinical, but boldness doesn't always equal brilliance, and tearing down the old order comes with risk. Is Slot the next great mind in European football, or just the latest name on a long list of managers who promised too much too fast? One thing's undeniable. Liverpool is not rebuilding quietly. They're not playing it safe. They're flipping the chessboard, changing the rules, and forcing every club in Europe to watch closely. This isn't about matching Manchester City. It's about surpassing them. Because Liverpool isn't just spending money this summer. They're sending a message. They're not here to compete. They're here to conquer. And if it all clicks, football's balance of power may never be the same again.